They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Hello and welcome then to some more F1 25 and another part of the Toyota F1 career mode. And today we are back with the Italian Grand Prix. Really looking forward to hopefully a better result than what we had at Zandvoort. Cars felt pretty good in practice, so I'm looking forward to seeing how we get on in qualifying. So I guess I'll see you guys for a lap around the Temple of Speed. Well, again, just like in Belgium, this car is feeling at one with this racetrack. And we come into Parabolica, and that, unfortunately, was a little bit wide of the apex, a little bit of overtake as we head up to the line, and that puts us P4 at the moment, 3.5 tenths off the quickest time there, a 1:18.9. And it's time for our yearly test of whether we can make it through. No, we can't. These cars just do not turn enough. You cannot get enough lock on them. But never mind. I think that should be more than enough to get through to Q2. Max Verstappen a hell of a lot quicker, though. 9 tenths. I mean, we had a fabulous first sector, but it's a final sector where we lost all of our time. We'll keep an eye on where Colapinto ends up. He's currently P16, so yeah, could be a little bit nervy for him to get through to Q2. Well, comfortably through in the end in a P8. Hamilton and Leclerc well down on the times that they should have had. Colapinto is through in the end, going out in Q1. Stroll, Doohan, Lawson, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, and Isaac Hadjar. Parabolica again, we go overtake all the way up to the line, and what's it going to be? It's up to 8th. Couple of tenths off Hamilton, but yeah, should be enough. But yeah, I mean, the tyres are screaming for life through the high-speed corners. That's going to be interesting for tomorrow. Obviously, we're probably not going to be using the soft tyres in the race, but yeah, it's very close out there, isn't it? And yeah, slightly slower time than what we put in Q1, but I think we might even have to go out there again, because Piastri and Albon are definitely candidates to go above us, but yeah, it would mean that we wouldn't have a single set. Oh no, we would have a set of tyres for Q3, so I think we have to go out there and try and improve, otherwise we might end up not going through to Q3, which would be a disaster. Well, we've gone too wide there, track extending. We're currently P10. I mean, you can see how fast this lap would have been. Checkered flag is waving. But are we going to be getting through to Q3? I don't know. Going to finish the lap anyway to see what the potential of this car was. I think we're the only one out there on a lap anyway. Oh yeah, caught a little bit of the white line there and couldn't make it through. So yeah, never mind. 10th place anyway, but the potential is there for about another 6 tenths of a second. That would get us up to about P6, which is a decent starting place for the Grand Prix if we can pull it off in Q3. This is going to be our banker time then as we head up to the line. We haven't got any more ERS up to the line to 18.9, which is faster than what we did in Q2. It's not going to be good enough, you would think, to be any more than 10th place. And wow, Colapinto, 9 tenths of a second he's found. So I think we're going to have to find ourselves a nice little slipstream to fall into for this, because I think we need that extra bit of time. So let's get out there now then.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Got to find somebody that we can follow. So let's set up this lap. This looks pretty good. I think we're back of this little queue. I'm gonna keep the car. There's little tyre movement as possible. You know, we are right in the game here. So Antonelli is going to be our slipstreamer. Well, is that Norris? Is he on a push lap? I don't know. He just sort of flew it around the outside. I mean, Norris might be a decent one to follow. I thought Antonelli could be even better.
You've dropped to P10. You're
So I'm going
the grid now. Come
to push on now and try and catch up to Antonelli on the start of our lap. So here we go. This is going to be the lap now. You can see we're getting a distant tow from Antonelli. This is about the perfect distance, I think. So let's take it on a lap of Monza then in this Toyota. Let's see if we can do it. Gaining a little bit on the straight there. And good braking into turn 1. Good grip out of turn 2. So already decent improvement through the first sector. Just couldn't get the car slowed down there, but still a little bit quicker than what we managed before. Didn't track extend there, which is good. But again, we're just not quite hitting the marks as well as we could be. So having to take some risks through Ascari, but that looked pretty good to me. Right, we haven't got much in the way of ERS anymore, but we're half a second up here. Trying to hold on to it. Oh, nearly went too wide there, and we head up to the line. And it wasn't a fantastic lap at the end, and only 10th place, but by far our quickest time of the weekend. But boy, oh boy, that was close, wasn't it? That was really, really tough.
All that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and
we end
uninterrupted
up
for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
We end up half a second behind our teammate, Franco Colapinto, but hey, it is what it is. You know, I think we has extracted pretty much everything that we could have. We maybe had another couple of tenths in us, but yeah, I don't know where Colapinto got that time, so we'll have to see how we get on in the race.
Welcome to the home of the Parabolica, now known as the Curva Alboreto, in tribute to the Italian motorsport legend Michele Alboreto. It's a long right-hander. It dares you to keep your foot as far down on the throttle as you possibly can. It's one of the great corners on the calendar, and we're here at Monza, ahead of the Italian Grand Prix. With the rain coming down here at the 3.6-mile Monza circuit, the low drag setups preferred by most teams could cause them some problems in today's Grand Prix. So watch out for cars struggling for grip around the Curva Michele Alboreto. That's the Parabolica to you and me, the last and most demanding of this track's 11 corners. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Antonelli, Russell, Lando Norris, and Colapinto, Albon, Tsunoda, Hamilton, and Zach O'Sullivan, Behrman, Hulkenberg, Carlos Sainz and Ocon, Bortoletto, Stroll, Jack Doohan and Liam Lawson, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Hadjar and Oscar Piastri rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely long straights, and well, that's it. It's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into turn one. You decelerate at the 150-metre board down to the 50-metre board, and you'll scrub off easily over 150 miles an hour. So, yeah, it puts a lot of G-force on the drivers' bodies as they decelerate. And obviously, it throws up a big overtaking opportunity as well come race day.
Okay, right. Well, here we are then.
High-speed circuit, and therefore we need low downforce, which of course means that DRS is not going to be quite as powerful. But hopefully we're going to be so quick we're not even going to notice it.
Yeah, I'm going to add quite a bit of front wing to the car just to try and help with the downforce in this race. But yeah, it's going to be quite tricky in these conditions. We know that AI are very, very fast in wet conditions. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to this, to be quite honest with you. I thought we'd perhaps start in the dry conditions, but it does look like it's going to get dry later on. But it's how long can you hold out on the intermediate tyres? You know, it's not that wet out there.
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
I'm trying to get these tyres up to temp, but yeah, I'm hoping that adding that little bit of front wing will just give us a little bit of an edge through some of these corners. Well, we've added a few clicks on, which is a bit risky, but I'm hoping that will work out okay. But yeah, I mean, our pace should be good enough to remain in the top 10, but whether we can look forward is another matter entirely. But yeah, Hamilton just ahead of us. Tsunoda just ahead of him. Max Verstappen starting on pole position again. Looks like he's destined to become a 5-time world champion here. Got Leclerc up there as well. Colapinto in the top 6. So it could be quite an exciting race, but maybe not from our perspective. We will see, of course, as we head through this first lap. We'll get a little idea. I suppose this will be our best chance of overtaking, won't it? So here we come, up towards our grid position. Stop on our marks. Pretty good.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
Lights out, away we go here at Monza. It's a decent start off the grid for us, but it's a decent start for everyone. We're trying to hold this inside line. We put the ERS on there as we hurtle towards turn 1. There's a lot of slow moving traffic, and we work our way around the outside, and we are through and up to 7th place there. Very good stuff as we come towards the Curva Grande. And hopefully a little bit of clear air, but yeah, we got through the very stressful bit at the beginning of this race. the Lesmos for the first time. And this is where we should find that we have a little bit of an advantage on the others because we've put that extra front wing on. Yeah, we need to stay with Colapinto really and try and keep that straight line speed, stay in the slipstream. See what we can do, but that's a positive start, up 3 positions. Yuki Tsunoda having a little look here. But we should be solid through Parabolica. And that's going to give us a good run onto the start-finish straight, but there goes Tsunoda.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
DRS is enabled. I didn't expect it to be in these conditions. Possibly shows us how little rain there is on the track at the minute. Let's see how much we've lost. Yeah, it's just not working out for us, and I think it is just in wet conditions. The AI are just so fast. We'll have to hold out until the dry weather comes. And there goes Hamilton through with the DRS.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Yeah, we're gonna seriously struggle here to stay with guys, and well, look at the rear tyres, they're already very worn, I think due to how little surface water there is. Just fell out of DRS there at the end, and that's going to affect us. 3-second penalty already for multiple corner cuts.
We've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
It's very difficult to keep the car on the track when you've got such worn rears already at this stage. The tyre temps are just way too high.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Okay, not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
Yeah, I think we want to come in because the inters are just too...
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
too hot. They're wearing too much. Yeah, I just don't think it's working. So we're going to come in. We're going to put the medium tyres on. Get us into free air and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's not working at the minute, is it? But into the pits we go. We'll see what this can do. So medium tyres should warm up a lot quicker than the hards.
Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Hopefully we'll be able to push really hard, but there you go. Yeah, tough to get the car slowed down into turn one, but we will see how it goes once we've got the tyres warmed up. Big risky decision.
Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently and let's go for it.
Yeah, we're struggling to get that car slowed down, so just gotta get used to how this car works on dry tyres, and And then we'll see, but you can already see we seem to be making up a little bit of time on the guys in front.
Cars are coming in for inters. It's touch and go, but could be worth a risk. We'll be ready for it if you want a box.
And you can see, I mean, we made a second through just to Scary. I think this is a good decision. Coming into the pits, and they are replacing their tyres with intermediates, I believe. Now our tyres are going off a cliff here. They are going to go one more lap, just so that it's a little drier, but these guys on brand new intermediates.
Stopping now.
Intrigued as to how we get on here, and I feel like they're going to have to come into the pits anyway at some point, but these guys have ended up virtually a pit stop ahead of us.
A few teams seem to be putting intermediates on now. Come on, let's go, and switch over if you need to.
There you go, some of the front runners are coming in now.
Okay, Franco's coming in for his stop.
They're just so far ahead of us on track. Look how much more grip Stroll had there. Oh, we're going to get DRS for the first time in this race.
The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out.
We've got back left tyres struggling out there. Which is the main reason why our pace has fallen off. So we're going to come in, we're going to put on the hard tyres, and we're going to hope to hell that it gives us some sort of advantage, but no guarantee. And that's going to be a 10-second penalty anyway. Well, there you go. Well done, Joe. Just couldn't get the car slowed down. So this race is a write-off.
Okay, we had an issue removing the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and finish the race strong. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous...
Well, Charles Leclerc's out, and there's a virtual safety car.
The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
So might come into the pits and serve this 10-second penalty.
Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
So we're going to take our 10-second penalty just to get rid of that in case there's a late safety car or red flag. And tactically to take that now.
Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
Well, fastest lap of the race, finally. The dry tyres are starting to look pretty good. But it's way too late to actually end up doing anything. We're 44 seconds behind the next car. We're relying on a late safety car here to bring us back into the fold, or red flag, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. One, and we've just been sort of taking the mick the last few laps. See how many time penalties we could get, because we are going to finish.
Blue flag. Okay,
in
pick
21st
up rubber
position.
and bring it home.
Very, very disappointing.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
And 3 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. Thrown the gauntlet down. The drivers are out there now. They realise that they are the target. They're the ones to beat. They've got the energy, they've got the momentum on their side.
And it's time for that special moment for our special 3 today. The podium awaits our top 3 finishers. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number 1, Max Verstappen. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, there we go. Max Verstappen wins again. Franco Colapinto, at the very least, finished in 7th, so that's good for the championship for us. Mercedes are catching up a little bit. We'll need to improve our form, but yeah, just not happy with how the AI perform in AI in wet conditions, and I think that had a lot to do with how we performed in that race. We had to go onto the dries to just be competitive, but they were just too fast.
Hey, Chief, we've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
Let's have a little look. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of movement on the response. No, not yet. Still awaiting response. Okay, right. Well, that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day.
This is where you can
Thanks
see
for
more
watching,
info about our
and
upgrades.
goodbye.
Basically, milestone